For virtualizing an application using InstallFree, I will first run the InstallFree encapsulator. The InstallFree encapsulator is a virtual application, so it's actually not installed, and also applications that were virtualized using InstallFree are not influenced by whatever applications are present on the machine that I use for the encapsulation. So there's no need for a clean PC, and as you can see, this PC is far from being clean. So I'll run the InstallFree encapsulator, and I'll run the application on demand builder, which is a utility that will provide me with a virtual environment that within it I will perform a normal application installation. I will choose the setup program of Office 2007 Enterprise Edition, and from now on I'm going to have a regular installation just as I would if I would have been installing it physically on the PC. For purpose of this demo, I will eliminate most stuff that most users, I guess, don't use most of the time. And I think that will be enough. Now I'll wait till the application finishes installing. While it does, I can say that what happens in the background is that all the files and data that are actually written by the installation process are actually not written into the virtual environment, but into an external file which collects all data. And once the installation will be finished, I'll close the virtual environment and will be left only with that data. So I'm collecting only the stuff that the installation writes, and that includes DLLs and the execution files and registry entries. So I'll wait for the installation to finish. So now that the installation is finished, I'm going to close installation, and I'm going to exit the virtual environment. And it's going to switch back to my PC, and I'm going to save the AOD file here. This is a previously copy that I've done from Office 2007. I'm going to write over it, and I will save it, click finish, and that's it. Okay, and now I'm going to switch to the file server. So this is the file server. First I'll introduce you to our demo users. This is Arthur. He uses an XP SP3, and this is Natasha Yar's Vista. As you can see, I have here the icon of the InstallFree virtual agent. You don't need to install this agent. It launches automatically using a login script or a similar method. You have the same icon on Arthur's machine. Here it is. And now I'm going to open IFMC. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the new AOD that I've just created of Office 2007. First, notice that you have here the entire Active Directory domain schema. All you need is read access. We don't write anything to the Active Directory. We just present it here in IFMC, so you can actually provision applications to. You can do it to the entire domain, or you can go granular to OUs, or even down to user or groups. Doesn't matter. And you can see the IFV applications tree, where you have all the virtual applications stored. So first I'm gonna upload the new application. Here is it. Okay, click next. Upload new AOD. And here is the Office 2007 AOD that I just created. What IFMC is doing now is scanning the AOD file to fetch the basic data. So you can see it got the description right. It has the AOD name as the display name that will show up on the tree. I'll click next. And now let IFMC store the AOD file in the file share. And afterwards it will build what we call the shadow layer, which actually consists of all the icons, desktop icons, right-click menu options, add, remove, programs entry. Basically, all the shell aspects of an application are reproduced into that small shell shadow. And what happens is that when you provision applications to a user, the only layer that starts the download is actually just that first very, very small file, the shell shadow. And only when the user activates his application, then the rest of the AOD streams to the user and the application launches. So actually the shell shadow provides all the shell integration aspects that the application would have had if it would have been installed. So I'm going to let IFMC finish the storing of the AOD and the building of the shell shadow. Okay, and it seems that it finished. You can see the IFV application here. You can see that you have all the applications that you have in the AOD file. You can see them here. And what you can note is that unlike competing solutions, you don't need to manually configure icons. You don't need to manually configure the file extensions. They're all automatically read from the AOD file according to the information gathered during the installation of the application. And now the next step, I'm going to provision the application to all the entities found under domain controllers. Just right-click the entity, the Active Directory entity, manage IFV applications, and look how simple it is. Just clicking a checkbox and pressing OK, and that's it. I've got the applications provisioned. I'm going to switch to Natasha Yar's computer. It will take a while. You see Microsoft Office was added. You can see that I got icons associated with the right files. You can see it in the start menu programs. They're all here. And now I'm going to just launch the document file. The AOD is now streaming down to the computer at block level. Only the parts that it needs are downloaded, so it doesn't download the entire application at once unless you configure it to do so. I'm going to just click next, finish, and that's it. And you've got Word running as normal. I'm going to switch now to Arthur Dent's computer, so you can see, as you can see, you've got the icons. I'm going to launch here PowerPoint, so you'll see that it works. And that's it. So this shows you how simple it is to just from encapsulation to the user in a matter of minutes. And it doesn't matter which operating system he uses. It doesn't matter where he is. It can be inside the organization or outside. We work over HTTP as well as over basic LAN. And that's it.